Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 best pop albums of the 2000s.
She wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts, she's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers.
For this list, we're looking at the greatest collections of songs released by an artist or band in the aughts. What album from the 2000s is still in heavy rotation on your playlists? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Stripped, Christina Aguilera. In 2002, Christina Aguilera moved to strip away her PG image and replace it with a more mature and hard-hitting persona. Her name was Xtina, and she was a strong feminist who owned her sexuality. Aguilera's new side wasn't shy about getting down and dirty. If there was any doubt, the similarly titled lead track that introduced Xtina would correct that notion. Songs like Beautiful and Fighter also resonated with audiences. Although the album was a huge hit, critics at the time had mixed feelings about it. But Stripped has earned a greater respect from critics in years since. It's also been cited by artists like Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato as a major influence on their work. Stripped is an album that keeps on giving. Number 9. All That You Can't Leave Behind. U2. While the band had played around with new sounds and genres in the previous decade, they decided to get back to their rock roots as they entered the 2000s.
The heart is a balloon, shoots up through the stony ground.
U2 showed off their shift in their All That You Can't Leave Behind album. Most fans and critics quickly agreed that it was a beautiful day when it was released.
It's a beautiful day.
The tracks alternated between epic ballads and emotional melodies. Thanks to the variety, every listener could find at least one song that struck a chord with them.
You've got stuck in a moment, and now you can't get out of it.
The album reached the top of the charts in over 30 different countries and allowed the band to take home 7 Grammy Awards. You might say that U2 elevated their game on this one. Number 8. A Rush of Blood to the Head, Coldplay. A Rush of Blood to the Head is arguably the main reason Coldplay became such a pop culture staple.
Nobody said it was easy.
This powerful and well-produced album contains a few of their most iconic melodies. While listening to this classic, you'll get everything from the Grammy Award-winning In My Place to the moody warning sign.
I miss you.
The sobering Politic was written as a stirring response to the tragic world events of 2001. And although they once considered leaving clocks off the album, the Billboard-topping song became a smash hit.
Confusion never stops, closing walls and ticking clocks.
It's hard not to get wrapped up in the emotion that comes through the album's tracks. Years after selling millions of copies, A Rush of Blood to the Head is still considered to be one of Coldplay's greatest works.
Nothing else compares.
Number 7. One of the Boys, Katy Perry. It's incredible to look back at the outlandish success of Perry's 2008 album One of the Boys.
It's not what I'm used to, just wanna try you on.
She stirred up equal parts controversy and acclaim with the upbeat and head-turning track I Kissed a Girl. After its release, it shot to the top of the Billboard charts and went on to be a top-selling track of the 21st century overall.
I kissed a girl and I liked it, the taste of her cherry chapstick.
But that wasn't the only song that put this album on the map. Both Waking Up in Vegas and Hot and Cold were celebrated for their good vibes and catchy beats. Through One of the Boys, Perry established herself as one of the best pop stars of this century. Number 6. Future Sex Love Sounds, Justin Timberlake. Anyone who doubted that Justin Timberlake would be able to be successful away from NSYNC was proven wrong in the best way by his first solo album, 2002's Justified. He then followed up that premiere by bringing both success and sexy back with 2006's Future Sex Love Sounds.
I'm bringing sexy back. The motherfucker don't know how to act.
JT's second album was a more mature and risky effort that took chances to get people to listen and sing along. Whether fans were falling for Summer Love or couldn't stop replaying Love Stoned, tracks from this album were inescapable.
She's got the love stone, and I swear she's bad and she knows. I think that she knows.
Luckily, listeners were into it and helped Timberlake sell over 10 million copies. It was clear the artist had gone above and beyond to give fans something fresh. As the saying goes, what goes around comes around. Number 5. Fearless, Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift began her journey to pop megastardom by blending the genre's sensibilities with country music vibes.
Because these things will change. Can you feel it now?
The resulting mashup gave us the unforgettable Fearless. When revisiting this romantic and nostalgic album, the hardest thing to do is pick a favorite track. Love Story is the sweet song that perfectly captures the feeling of young love.
You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story, baby, just say yes.
The title song Fearless is a bold and unapologetic window into the singer's heart.
Take my hand and drag me head first, fearless.
And every time we replay the album, we have to sing You Belong With Me at the top of our lungs. It's not hard to see why the album dominated the US Billboard 200 after its release. There are undoubtedly many Swifties who became dedicated to the star after this great album. Number 4. The Fame Monster, Lady Gaga. In 2008, Lady Gaga sang her fame into existence with the release of her first similarly titled studio album. Just 1 year later, the star burst right back onto the scene with a tremendous collection of tracks. Gaga had everyone singing about a guy named Alejandro with the similarly titled song. When she wasn't making waves solo, she was just casually recording an iconic collab with Beyoncé for the Telephone track. At the time, no club playlist or dance party seemed complete without at least one song from the Fame Monster. Its brilliant tracks paved the way for Gaga to go on a historic tour. Years later, we can safely say that we did not have a bad romance with this wonderful album. Number 3. Britney Spears. If you like albums where pop stars showcase their range and confirm why we loved them in the first place, then this self-titled work is for you. On Britney, the pop star unashamedly embraces bold and sensual lyrics that instantly garnered attention. But she also captures the complex struggles of growing up in the industry and in general with I'm Not a Girl, Not Yet a Woman.
I'm not a girl, I'm not a girl, don't tell me what to believe.
Along the way, Spears hit us with a fantastic cover of the beloved I Love Rock and Roll.
I love rock and roll, so put another dime in the jukebox, baby.
This stellar collection of tracks marked a major turning point in her career that we were all there for. Without its solid foundation, we may not have gotten the brilliant circus and tracks like Womanizer.
You say I'm crazy, I got you crazy. You're nothing but a womanizer.
Number 2. Good Girl Gone Bad, Rihanna. We have to warn you in advance. If you start playing Good Girl Gone Bad, you might not be able to stop the music until you finish listening to all the absolute bangers on this album.
Like the way you do, just keep on rocking to it. Please don't stop the music.
Everyone remembers where they were when they first heard tracks like Rehab or Umbrella.
Under my umbrella,
Not only were these songs infinitely replayable, but they were excellent showcases for the variety you could expect from a Rihanna album. She also showed how easily she could loop talented megastars like Jay-Z and Neo into her work.
I hate how much I love you, boy.
Rihanna received tons of acclaim and award nominations for the spectacular Good Girl Gone Bad. Before she soared to even greater heights, we could shut up and drive to this album all day.
Baby, you got the key. Now shut up and drive.
Before we highlight our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Come Away With Me, Norah Jones. Jones's debut took home Grammys for Album of the Year and Best Pop Vocal Album.
I don't know why I didn't come.
Vampire Weekend, Vampire Weekend. You should definitely invite this fabulous Vampire Weekend album into your home.
I see a salty message written in the eve.
Songs in A minor, Alicia Keys. We just keep falling back in love with this album every time we listen to it. Love Angel Music Baby, Gwen Stefani. This album left no doubt about Stefani's ability to make it as a solo artist.
So it's not just gonna happen like that. 'Cause ain't no holler back, girl. Ain't no holler back, girl.
Robin. We only want to say konnichiwa to this stellar album.
Konnichiwa, shit from Beijing to Saigon. Got nothing on me, cause you know you's a bum.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Music, Madonna. Madonna said goodbye to the 90s with her great 1998 album Ray of Light, and hello to the 2000s with another high-quality effort entitled Music.
Hey, Mr. DJ, put a record on. I wanna dance with my baby.
As she is prone to do, Madonna broke through musical boundaries with this album. Hits like Don't Tell Me blend pop and country music influences effortlessly.
Everything enough. Please don't tell me to stop.
The third single off the album, What It Feels Like for a Girl, is a synth-pop tune.
Do you know what it feels like for a girl?
And the title track, which landed atop the Billboard Hot 100, melds electro and disco into one dance-tastic ditty. Madonna shattered records for sales when this impressive song collection dropped. With her 8th studio album, Madonna proved once again that she still reigned as the Queen of Pop. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.